Alright guys, welcome back to We'd Watch This.
Yes.
I'm Kirsten.
I'm Sophia.
And today we are making vision boards for the second half of the year because the year's like halfway done already.
Yeah, we're doing something a little bit different today, a little craftier than we usually do. It should be fun though. I don't really want to get up, but our poster boards are over there. They're like big.
They are big. Hopefully we can film all, but I think we'll be fine.
We're gonna kill it.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, so usually people make vision boards at the beginning of the year, but we wanted to, so we're making one now.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be for the second half of the year. I do a lot of collaging and journaling, so I had a ton of supplies. Do you want to show them what you brought?
Oh, yeah. I ride horses, so I was probably going to put something about that on my vision board, and I didn't think Sophia had anything for that, so I brought a horse magazine. You can't really see anything in there, but there's a horse on the cover, so. And then I just brought, like, some fun, like, paper and stuff.
Yeah, scrapbook paper.
Yeah, so, which I think we have plenty of, but, you know, you never know. So, I just had it, so I brought it. But, yeah, I think this will be fun. I know when we were, like, doing our, like, when we were just doing a podcast, we had a list of, like, ideas of what to, like, talk about, and one of the things on the list was, like, a bucket list. And so this is kind of that, but more, like, visual.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be fun.
Funner.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to lift up one of the piles of magazines and show them?
Yeah, we have a ton of magazines. I don't think I can lift all of them.
Fine.
They're gonna fall.
There's, like,
but
probably, like, 80.
There's, like, 5 times this amount right here.
Let me explain. I work at a library, and we sell our old magazines for $0.25, and I also got some at thrift stores. And also my aunt's somehow got on some subscription list for magazines. She doesn't pay for them. They just keep sending them to her house. Anyways, so she saves those and gives them to me. So I've accumulated a lot over the past couple of years. So then I have some, like, planner stickers. I thought those might be, like, vision boardy. Ransom Note sticker book. Just another sticker book. More stickers are in here. Large stickers go in this bowl. It's a really fun bowl. It's like one of those from, like, the 60s where they'd melt records and make them into a bowl. Cool. Anyways, this has, like, big vinyl stickers in it. 2 bags of washi tape I got at garage sales.
Oh my goodness.
This I got for my birthday, I think. It's like a travel journal kit. Anyways, it has lots of, like, stickers and papers and stuff that are travel themed. This box has a ton of scrapbook papers in it and stuff. Like I say, I got all of this very cheap. Like, most of it's secondhand. And then this big accordion folder just has a ton of stuff in it. A lot of it's stuff that I've already cut out of magazines. So, like, take a magazine and then just, like, destroy it. So I have more scrapbook paper in here. Words that I've cut out of magazines, objects, photos of celebrities, just all kinds of stuff. So we can look through that, too. Yeah. So I think what we're gonna do is kind of have a time-lapse of us cutting stuff out. And then when we actually get to gluing stuff, we'll come back to you and kind of show everything we've picked out for our vision boards.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's get to it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we are back. We've kind of, at this point, cut pretty much everything out that we need to put on our boards.
Yeah, it's a new day, because took longer than we thought it would.
It took us, like, 2 hours.
Which is kind of pathetic. Yes. We don't do things, like, at a normal pace, I've noticed.
We are actually so slow.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything we try. We tried to do those bracelets.
Yeah, we tried to do friendship bracelets a while back, and she was over, like, a whole afternoon, and we made one each.
Yeah.
Of, like, the beaded ones.
Meant for, like, 10-year-olds.
Yeah, it was impressive. You know, like, that thing on Instagram, I think you've sent it to me before, it's like, every time I try a new hobby, I'm like, oh, what if I'm, like, secretly, like, amazing at this? Mm-hmm. And not only am I not amazing at it, I'm worse than all the other beginners. Like...
That is very accurate.
Uh-huh, that's kind of our vibe.
It's okay, though. I feel like... Yeah. You know?
But now we just have to glue things down. And we're going to kind of take you along for that and show you, like, what the different sections on our mood boards are and kind of talk through, like, why we put them on it. Or vision boards, sorry.
Yeah. And thus far, we've really struggled to do something and also talk at the same time.
Yeah, because back to friendship bracelets, we actually tried to make a video about that, and it was just us sitting in silence.
And then occasionally we'd be like, darn it, because our bracelet would fall apart.
Yeah, we'd break something. Yeah, we're not good at multitasking at all. But hopefully this will go better.
Yeah. I'm optimistic for today.
I'm kind of worried, but we'll see.
We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into it. The first section I'm working on is, like, one of the simplest, actually. And it's just... I don't know how well you can see it, but it's just, like, cooking stuff. A couple weeks ago, my parents were away for, like, 4 days, and were, like, quite concerned about me surviving, which is pathetic, as I'm 19. But, like, I cannot cook many things at all, so that's something I would like to work on.
Yeah. I have, like, I want to start making sourdough. I want to learn how to do that, so I have that for mine. I'm not working on that section quite yet, but... I do find it disappointing, like, the amount of things I'm able to confidently say I can cook, being 19 years old.
Mm-hmm. Like, it should be more than it is.
Yeah. I'm still afraid to cook chicken, because if you don't do that right, it can, like, kill you or whatever, and I don't want to do that, so.
Dude, I learned to fry an egg the other day.
I've known how to fry an egg for a little while.
Ridiculously proud of myself.
I am proud of you.
I'm the youngest child, so we, like, hit milestones, like, years later.
Well, right now what I kind of have done so far, I have, like, a whole section dedicated to horses. If you've watched, like, most of our other, like, videos, episodes, whatever, you've probably figured out I'm a horse girl.
Cringe.
So, thank you. Thank you for that input. So, hold up. I'll show you guys in a second what I have. I have it, like, all kind of on a little page glued down so I can show you, like, the little, like, this is what I have, if you can, there, I think you can see that decently, hopefully, but, yeah, I put horses on there because during the summer, I spent a lot of time, because I have one horse that I work with, that's mine, and I'll do, like, shows and stuff with her, and then I also help my trainer with some of his other ones, and that's really fun. I'm also teaching my brother how to ride, so, that's been interesting.
Cringe.
Thank you. But yeah, so that's kind of what I have. That's where I started, kind of, I guess, because I feel like that was easiest for me to do. Okay, so my horse section's kind of done, but the next section I'm, like, working on is because I'm going to Colorado in August. And we're gonna go, like, hike on the Rocky Mountains and stuff. Yeah, I love Colorado. It's probably my favorite vacation spot that I've ever been to.
That is an insane thing to say, as you've been to Disney World.
I don't know. I'm not a big amusement park person, but this is what I have for that one. Actually, Sophia had, like, this whole, like, Rocky Mountains magazine. I'm pretty sure, or, like, National Park magazine with it.
And I have no clue. I must have gotten that at a garage sale or something, because I haven't been to the Rockies in years.
Yeah, but that was really helpful for me, so I have that on there. There's a girl hiking, because I'll be doing, like, hiking there. Hopefully.
And you're a girl.
I am a girl.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. Pretty crazy. I've actually been told before that I'm not a real girl, so.
Tell them that story. That was awesome.
Yeah, so I was in high school, my senior year of high school, which wasn't that long ago. I feel like I talk like it was. It wasn't.
Okay, but I feel like that's a thing. Like, the second you get out of high school's supposed to be, like, so far behind you and, like, so, like, oh my gosh, that was, like, in high school. We were so mature back then. Like, guys, it was a year ago. Like, shut up.
I've been saying that for months, and it, like, it could be, like, 6 months ago, and I was like, yeah, back in high school. Anyways, back in high school, though, I was taking this, like, business class. It's, like, an entrepreneurship class, I'm pretty sure. I don't really remember. It sucked. But the class was, like, 90% men. Boys, actually. I'm not gonna credit them with that term, men. So, there were, like, 4 girls in the class, and, I was sitting... Yeah, so I'm, like, each of us were, like, spread out around the room, and so I just was, like, sitting by a bunch of dudes that I didn't really know very well, and they were, like, kind of rowdy, not, like, super rowdy, but, like, you know. And so they were, like, talking, and then one of them goes, there ain't no girls in this class, and then the guy sitting next to me was like, well, she's here, and he goes, well, she's not and he goes, wait, are you a cheerleader or a rhythmette? And I was like, no. And he's like, see, she's not a real... And then he, like, stopped himself. And then he's like, you know what I mean? So...
I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, you're not really a real girl.
Yeah, so apparently, guys, to qualify as a real girl in high school, you have to be a cheerleader or a dancer, so...
Obvi.
Yeah, obviously I didn't get the memo, so I'm not real.
That's embarrassing. Cringe.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was really funny, actually.
No, I remember you told me about it. I'm like, okay, that's kind of awesome, though.
Okay, what are you working on now? Because it's something different, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm doing a section on travel. I'll take, like, a photo of it to show to them, because...
Yeah.
It's, like, a lot of parts that I have to glue down separately. But...
You've already gone on...
I could take a video.
Vacation, like... once this summer.
I've been on 2 vacations this summer, actually.
Okay, my bad.
And sorry, I'm talking so slow. I told you, we can't multitask. We suck at this. I've been to Arizona, and then I just got back from a trip to Lake Michigan, which we meant to get this done before now, so the waves here kind of represented Lake Michigan, but also I'm going to Florida at the end of the summer, which will be really exciting, so...
Where in Florida are you going?
St. Petersburg.
Nice. Shoot.
And then also, next semester I'm hoping to do some traveling abroad, which I know is like this is supposed to be about the next 6 months, but I'm going to have to start, like, preparing for that and, like, planning for that, so, because I'm hoping to do some study abroad next winter.
Do you know where you want to go?
Somewhere in Europe, but I'm not sure yet.
Yeah. I'm working on... I run a little bit, so I want to try and do a half marathon, like, in the end of the year. Are you gonna say that about, like, everything I have? So, I'm, like, gluing down these, like, sneakers for running. There, so you can see them. And then I also have a picture of a girl running. She has, like, a racket in her hand, but it's the only picture I could find of, like, somebody running, because Sophia doesn't run, so she doesn't have any magazines where people are running.
No, I kind of actively avoid those.
Yeah. One of my friends asked me the other day, she's like, why do you like running? Because I've never found enjoyment in it at all. Good question. And I couldn't really answer her, actually. I don't really know. I guess, I don't know. I kind of like the out-of-breath feeling that you get, which, like, most people don't like, so.
My sister has asthma, and she's gonna be watching this, like, the heck?
But, yeah. I want to try and do a half marathon, because... My dad tried to do one last summer, and he's, like, the older you get, the harder it is to, like, do that stuff. Yeah. Not that he's that old, but he, like, once you hit 30, you're kind of, like, you're done, basically. And he's, like, 40 now, so.
No! You can do things in your 30s and 40s.
I know, but, like, he just, like, it was really hard because he would start training and then his body, like, just couldn't take the training that it needed, so he, like, hurt his ankle and then couldn't train for it, really, and then it sucked.
Yeah, I
when
mean,
he had
especially
to do
if you, like, haven't been in shape and training your whole life. I get what you're saying. But...
So, and he basically told me, he was like, yeah, if you're gonna do it, you should do it, like, now. So I was like, well, okay.
Well, I'll cheer you on.
Thanks. I really want to be able to brag about doing it half marathon. I think that'd be so fun.
You do.
I'm not gonna go, like, I'm not gonna be a runner and not be annoying about it, because otherwise, what's the point?
Alright.
So, yeah. I haven't done, like, a poster collage like this in so long.
I'm not sure I've ever done one. Like, when you said this was her idea to do this,
was.
I thought you meant, like a slightly bigger than normal size piece of paper.
No.
Then you're like, no, you have to go buy poster boards. I was like, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was just like, oh, I did not know this is what I was signing up for.
I would have said no.
Nah. No, I'm totally down. I love, like, collaging and journaling and scrapbooking and all that stuff, which you'll see more.
Yeah. I used to make little flower collages when I was, like, 5 years old all the time. I would find all my mom's, like, gardening magazines, and I would just, like, have pages full of flowers for no reason.
Oh, wait, that's cute.
Well, I was a cute kid, so. Okay. I also want to get into reading this summer, so I'm starting to glue that down. I have this picture here of this girl reading. I'm gonna look just like her when I read, obviously. Nice and aesthetic on my bed.
This is like, I have a playlist for when I go to the gym, and the photo I have for the cover of the playlist is like this girl with a six-pack, lifting, and it's like black and white. I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I look like.
Yeah. Well, you know. I have to work on my messy bun for our concert.
Yes. Yes,
which
reading
will
with your messy bun on. And
we'll be reading at the concert, obviously, so they, because we're not like the other girls there.
Yeah, do you want to talk about the concert? I don't know if we've talked about it on here.
I don't think we have a lot. We're going to a 5 Seconds of Summer concert here at the end of July.
Yeah, so in a couple weeks, actually. I'm so hyped.
Yeah, if you've seen, we put a podcast episode out about their new album, Everyone's a Star, which, we have some entertaining opinions on, I think. So
yeah, I'm like, watching that, you might be like, why are you going to this concert?
So.
But, no, I'm really excited.
Yeah, but anyways, because of their new album, they're going on a world tour, and coming. We're gonna go to Indiana.
Yes.
Like, there's a venue there that we're gonna go, because
her sister... Noblesville, Indiana.
Because, yeah, her sister Isabel lives in Indiana, so we're gonna go kind of, it'll be like a weekend trip, kind of.
Yeah, we're staying with her, because they did not listen to our podcast episode where we went to the Jonas Brothers, about how, when we talked about how no one comes and visits Des Moines, and how they should.
Yeah. Really kind of upset about that, honestly. So, it's probably Ashton's fault. I bet the rest of the band would have came.
Totally.
So yeah, we're gonna be going to their concert, which is gonna be really fun. We'll have a video out about that too, probably.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, stay tuned for that.
But there's gonna be stuff on both our vision boards about that.
Yes.
And I'm so excited. I just love concerts.
They are really fun.
They're so fun. Okay. Here's my next piece. It's... Hopefully you can kind of see that. It's just a camera, and then it says Fantastic Photo Ops, because I want to do more photography the rest of the year. I took my camera with me when we went to Arizona, and it was so fun. I hadn't used it in a while, and I took, like, a ton of photos, and it was really, really fun. This is kind of what I want to do for most of the sections, though. Like, I'm going to glue them onto a separate piece of paper and then cut them out. To kind of section things out. The first two sections I didn't, because those are, like, my biggest sections. The rest are, like, all smaller.
Okay, I'm starting on my, like, sourdough part of it. So I have this, like, little, like, jar of, like, flour, I think, and then there's, like, a bowl of, like, sourdough dough. I don't know. So I thus far have not been successful. I was going to try and make a loaf, like a couple weeks ago, but I, like, haven't been able to find, like, a good time to do it, because you have to, like, check on it throughout the day, and I simply, like, don't have, like, that free time, I guess, usually.
Tell them how you got a sourdough starter.
Yes, I stole part of their sourdough starter. After, we made sourdough chocolate chip cookies here.
Yeah.
So, look at us, we're already, like, learning to, like, make stuff. Like, chocolate chip cookies.
Yes. Hey, it wasn't from a mix.
True.
So,
We did
progress.
Really we made the whole, like, we were gonna do it in one, like, it took longer than we thought, because we forgot that, like, you have to chill that, like...
Yeah, chill the dough.
Yeah, and so we, like, put all the batter together, and we were gonna throw it in the oven, and then we were like, oh.
Yeah, you had to leave and come back to eat the cookies.
They were good, though.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, hopefully I will find time to be able to do that, because, I don't know, that's just, like, I feel like a cool thing to know how to do.
Mm-hmm.
What I've basically done that I feel like, I don't know, maybe helps, is I take all of my cutouts and I pretty much put them all on, like, these big, like, pieces of scrapbook paper, like a background, or, like, backdrop, sort of.
Yeah.
And then instead of having to glue each piece down, like, individually, I guess, I can have the sheets and then just put the sheets down. I found that's a lot, like, easier, I guess.
Well, you still have to glue everything down. You just glue it to the scrapbook paper.
Yeah, I don't know, I just feel like that's easier. In my brain, it, like,
Hey, I
works
mean,
better.
it looks good. It's like...
Thanks.
Slay, but... Ew. I don't like how I said that. Moving on.
This is why we don't try to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, the 5 Seconds of Summer stuff doesn't match the aesthetic I have going on quite so well. But that's okay.
It really doesn't at all.
That's okay. You know, I don't think they match anyone's aesthetic, really, so. Once again, if you listen to us talk about 5 Seconds of Summer, you might be like, why are you going to their concert?
We just like making fun of things.
That is largely what we do.
True.
I might have convinced my mom to go to a concert with me.
Oh, slay, what one?
You might not know her, because it's a country artist, and she's not new, but I feel like she recently kind of, not blew up, but, like, started having more, like, hits, I guess. But it's Ella Langley. She's doing her Dandelion tour, and she's coming to Des Moines. So, which should tell you kind of how, I guess, of a big deal she is if she's coming to Des Moines. You know.
Some popular people come to Des Moines, just not enough.
But I think my mom listens to some of her stuff, so I asked her if she would go, and so hopefully we get to, because that would be really fun. It's in, like, October or something that she's coming.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to a concert with my mom in October, too.
Which one is that? Did you invite me to this one? You guys are going to go see... Is it Thomas Rhett?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like gluing stuff down, for me at least, has gone way faster than cutting everything out did.
It usually does, especially when you know where stuff's gonna go.
Yeah, because we did kind of lay out what we were going to have before we started.
Yeah.
Which is probably a good choice, considering how slow we can work sometimes. Okay. Maybe I'll add some stickers and stuff, if I find ones that, like, match. I want to put, like, an animal on the Colorado, like...
I have an animal sticker book.
Ooh.
Where'd it go?
Well, I found a sticker of a bison, but I feel like there's not actually bison in Colorado. I think that's...
I might not have brought that one down, because I didn't think it would be applicable.
Maybe I'll look it up. That's more Yellowstone.
I also have a... Oh, on my recent vacation, I got a National Parks one. Let me go grab that for you.
Okay.
A National Parks sticker book. Because it would definitely have some Rocky Mountain stuff. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, when we were in Michigan, I got this at one of the, like, local stores, cool. Which I don't know why. Because we weren't at a national park.
That is interesting.
But my family goes them a lot, so it's like, oh, that'd be fun to have.
Yeah.
And I haven't even been talking about this section I've been doing that much. But I just finished gluing all the stuff down to this piece of paper, and then I'm going to cut it out. And this is pretty much just, like, I want to do more of my hobbies and, like, being creative.
Mm-hmm.
So I have, like, painting my nails, crochet, bracelet making, cross-stitch, painting. Just, like, I don't know, have more fun, be more creative.
Yeah. I'm hoping to do that, too.
Oh, I forgot this sticker, so I'll add it.
I feel like sometimes I kind of forget that I do have, like, copies.
Yeah.
Which is, like, a weird thing, I feel like, to say, but, like, I don't know. I like painting and, like, drawing a lot, and when I got to college, I didn't realize how much I, like, hadn't been doing any of that stuff, I guess. Because, like, I had been, like, busy with, like, friends and, like, horseback riding and all that. So I didn't have time to really work on that stuff. And then I got to college and I, like, wasn't, like, I had, I guess, a lot of free time for a little bit there. And I started doing a lot more of, like, art and stuff. And it's actually really fun.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can, like, kind of keep doing that. But, yeah. I'm trying to find some stickers for, like, the book section that I have on here. Because I feel like I don't have a lot for that.
I have a whole baggie over here of book stickers.
Oh, perfect.
Let me... It's this one now. These are all book/writing stickers.
Okay. That should be good. I actually have been reading a little bit more. I guess, like, speaking on the learning side of
What
things.
have you been reading recently?
Well, so my mom got this book titled My Dear Hemlock, I think it is. Basically, it's kind of a spin-off of the Screwtape Letters by C.S. Lewis, which
I
is,
don't
like...
know that story.
So, it's, C.S. Lewis, he writes a lot of... He wrote, like, the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah. Yeah, I know who he is. I
Yeah,
just don't know that story.
But he does a lot of, like, Christian books.
Mm-hmm.
And so, over college, I was in this book study, and we read the Screwtape Letters, which is, like, basically the kind of whole, like, idea of it is that it's, like, an older demon is, like, trying to give a younger demon on advice on how to keep what they call the patient. So it's, like, a man, like, on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
How to keep him from, like, basically going to heaven. Like, they want to try and,
Oh, wait, I have heard about this.
Yeah, and so
this was a Jeopardy answer recently.
That's nice. Well, basically, it's a series of letters that he writes, basically telling him, like, okay, if you want to get him to, like, stop praying, or, like, if you want to get him to, like, kind of, like, go away from, like, his faith and, like, go away from God, like, this is what you do. And so it's kind of, like, an outside, or, like, a weird perspective of, like, spiritual warfare and stuff like that. And it was actually a really good book. But, so My Dear Hemlock is kind of a spin-off of that, but it's more specifically for women. And, like, focusing more on, like, kind of issues that, like, women face. So that's been kind of interesting to read. And then, I did get another C.S. Lewis book called Mere Christianity that I'm excited to read. But I've noticed I in my mind, I call it, like, lizard time, because...
What?
Give me a second to explain. I'm, like, always cold, and so I really like summer when the sun's out and it's, like, 90 degrees, which is crazy, I feel like, to a lot of people.
That is insane.
But I really like to go out into the sun on my trampoline and I'll read, and I call it lizard time because I'm, like, sunning, basically.
Okay.
But, yeah, so that's been kind of fun.
Well, the series I'm reading right now... Okay, it's by Vanessa Len, and it's this series about monsters. The first one in the series is called Only a Monster, and pretty much the series follows this girl who finds out that her family are monsters, and in this world, that means that they have the ability to time travel. But in order to time travel, they have to steal time from other people, like, from their lifespan.
That is interesting.
So, like, if you want to travel 10 years into the past, you have to steal 10 years of human life from people. Which isn't very nice or ethical. So she's struggling with that knowledge. But then this guy she likes is a monster slayer, and it's trying to kill her family. So it's this thing of like, well, I don't want them to die, but also, yeah, what they're doing isn't okay, and it's just this like weird thing. It's really good though. I'm on the 3rd book. I think the last book in the series right now. And yeah, it's really good. Right now I'm working on this section on like journalism and writing. Okay. Sorry. I have the title that I cut out from a Drake mag, which is the magazine that I write for at Drake. And then just some stickers. Here's another one I think I'm going to put up like right here. Because obviously I'm a journalism major and I want to do a lot more writing and stuff the rest of this year. And yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of self-explanatory, but...
Which one are you working on now?
This is just like another goal of mine is just to listen to more artists, more new artists. New to me. The people I have on here are like Chapel Run and Sabrina Carpenter. There's the ones I could find. There's a lot more artists I want to listen to too. But, yeah, I just exploring more new artists.
Did you have any, like, other ones in mind?
These are definitely the most popular. There's a couple of boy bands I found on, like, Instagram. That I
Surely those will be top tier.
Okay, but, like, my Instagram algorithm kind of hits. Like, all the ads I get on Instagram are just for, like, music artists. Because I always stop on those. And I mean, I found a lot of people on there. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. That is kind of fun. I've been trying to listen to more like Christian artists lately. So that's been interesting. I'm definitely like I like kind of like the indie folk music type vibes.
Cringe.
Yeah, I know. So. Remind me of your music tastes again.
Boy bands.
Yes, but mine is cringe.
Yes.
The other night, one of my managers at work was like, do any of you know anything about One Direction? And I was like, I do. Because he had Steal My Girl stuck in his head, and I guess he wanted to share that. So I was like,
One Direction was an answer on Jeopardy the other day. If you couldn't tell, my family and I watch a lot of Jeopardy. As it's came up twice now. But I don't know, I was kind of out of it that night and wasn't paying attention, and my dad got it. He's like, are you okay?
Wow.
Like, is something wrong? He's like,
you should be on that.
What's the next section I need to do? Ooh, journaling. Where's my journaling stuff? Over here. I love journaling. Like, honestly, if I could recommend something to, like, all people, journaling.
I feel like journals are also really fun to, like, look back on.
They're so fun. Especially, like, I'm annoyingly nostalgic. Like, I love looking at old photos and stuff. It's so fun to look back on. I do, too.
Yeah, in 3rd grade, I tried to get into the habit of keeping a diary, but...
I feel like every girl did at some point.
Astonishingly, 3rd graders aren't that good at stuff like that. And I think I have only a couple entries, one of which, though, I summarized the plot of the first Harry Potter book.
Okay. Did you do that well?
No, I was in 3rd grade. Why I had the idea to just summarize the entire plot in a diary, I'm not sure, but I did do that, so...
No, stop, because there are definitely, like, multiple entries in my middle school diaries of when I was reading the Selection series for the first time, being like, oh my gosh, Maxon did this, oh my gosh, I forget the other dude's name, he sucks, never mind, I like him now. Yeah. Like, multiple entries, because I'd write, like, daily and be like, I read, like, half a book today, because it's also quarantine, and now I hate him, and now America sucks, and...
Oh my gosh.
Like, I was flip-flopping like crazy. Got my journal thing done. It's just, like, some Polaroids and photos of
kind of cute.
Scrapbooky journals.
What's this section for?
This section is for concerts I'm going to this year. So we already talked about them, but 5 Seconds Summer and Thomas Rhett, and I'm very excited for both of them. I remember Marry Me by Thomas Rhett in, like, elementary school, or whenever that came out. Like, I think I was in upper elementary school at the time, and I just thought that was, like, the funniest song ever.
Really?
Like, yeah, because she's gonna get married, but she's gonna marry another dude. That's so funny. I don't know, man.
I don't know the song. I'd have to listen to it, but...
Well, that's what it's about. She's like, she wants to get married, but she doesn't want to marry me.
Ooh. Wait, I've heard the song. I'm remembering it now.
Yeah, and I was like, that's hilarious. Which is interesting.
You must have been such a delightful child.
Yep. One of my other favorite songs that I also thought was hilarious was Break Up With Him by Old Dominion.
I've heard that one before.
It's like, he's making fun of your boyfriend, LOL. So that one is supposed to be kind of comical, but, other ones, I Hate Love Songs by Kelsey Ballerini. She's singing a love song. I don't know, man. I was really easily amused.
Some country songs are funny, though. Like, there's, I forget who it's by, but there's a country song called House Party. Basically,
yes, I loved that one, too. Sam Hunt.
The whole premise of the song, basically, is that they're together, right? And the guy singing the song is like, you know, if you don't want to go out, like, if you're tired...
Yeah, like, she's clearly trying to blow him off.
Like, if you're tired and you don't want to do anything, it's okay. We'll have a house party so you can stay home. And I'm just thinking, if I want to stay home and not do anything, and this guy invites a bunch of people over to have a party at our house, I would be so mad.
No, that was another of my favorite
it's
ones.
such a, like, oh, don't worry.
I'll do this for you.
It's just, like, I would hate that.
Yeah, I didn't really get that as a kid, though, but I thought it was funny because he talked about, like, the cops showing up. It was like, haha, like, that's bad, LOL. I don't know, man. But that was another of my favorite songs when I was little. Most of my favorite songs in elementary school were country songs because my mom listened to country.
Yeah. I remember I liked country because... Oh, sorry. I had this older cousin who I thought she was really super cool, so I copied everything she did. She went through a phase where she didn't like music. You heard that right. She didn't like music, okay?
Okay.
So
That's
I was
insane,
like,
but
oh,
okay.
music's not cool. I'm not supposed to like music. But then I found out the only music she does like is country music. So I was like, okay, I will like country music. So that's how I got into it.
This is giving in kindergarten. I have this vivid memory of sitting across from these girls at lunch, and me and my friend were on one side of the table, and they were on the other, and like, we're starting a cool club. I was like, oh, like, I want to be in this club. They're like, yeah, but you can't smile. Because smiling isn't cool. I remember my friend was like, bro, what? We did not join their club, which, in hindsight, I think might have been a cult. Like...
No joy allowed in this club. It's not cool. What books do you have?
They're not really, like, specific books. It's just like wanting
cool.
to read more in general. And these were the books I could find to cut out. I do like... This one's Taylor Jenkins Reid. I do really like her, though. Well, actually, I've only read, like, one book by her. But Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Stunning book. Really, really good.
I put a book by Holly Jackson on mine because she wrote A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which is like one of the, I think, best like mystery book series for like teenage girls. I remember when I read it, it was so good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That was actually, I think, that was the first book my dad and I read together, fun fact. My mom read it too. And then we watched the TV show.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Not as good as the book.
No, but it's okay.
Yeah. But I think that was the first, like, mystery, like, thriller type book that I ever read, and it was amazing.
Nice.
So good. So, there's, like, a little bonus recommendation for you.
We've been dropping a lot of recommendations today.
We have. Which is funny, because every time we go to actually make a recommendation, like, for a recommendation, like,
end to all of our, like, videos and stuff, we can never think of anything.
Well, I was just thinking, I'm like, I don't know what I have left.
Yeah, no. You're crazy.
Alright. This is getting cut anyways, so.
Okay. She's just gonna cut everything that I say that she doesn't like.
Pretty much. And until you learn to edit, you can't do anything about it.
Okay, guys, this is what we got.
Yeah, we're both done now. We cut away for a while I finished mine because I was taking forever.
Yeah,
Which shouldn't have really surprised us because I take forever to do anything.
It's okay, though. I hope you guys can tell we put basically hours of work into this, which
they probably can't tell.
It's a little crazy. But, you know, it was fun. It was a fun thing to do.
It was fun. I think they turned out cute. I like yours more than mine, but that's okay.
I think yours is cute. I feel like, yeah. If you had maybe more stuff, I feel like you might like it better. But
whatever.
It's good still.
I'll include, like, shots of both of them.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much our video for today. Hopefully it doesn't suck.
Do you want to do recommendations?
Maybe. I feel like we kind of...
Yeah, we could just count it.
We, like, sprinkled some throughout.
Yeah. So we're both kind of tired of filming, so I say our recommendations throughout the video are going to count today. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. I know you guys were on the edge of your seats waiting for them, so...
But
sorry.
We're both tired, so...
Tapping out. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah. We had a lot of fun, I feel like, doing these. Even though it took us forever.
And we whined a lot.
We did. But that's just us. So yeah, it's okay. It was a lot of fun, so.
It was. Yeah. See ya.
Bye.